Hello, this is Thomas Donald Jacobs for Paperboys on Thursdays, and it's been a good long while. Um, School started back, and I just didn't find the time to make a quick video or even an update. But I thought I would talk about school since what's kept me away. It's been good being back teaching, and not just that, but like in person so that I feel like I'm more in touch with reality. It's just not me and my cat in my apartment slash spaceship anymore. Um, Getting used to teaching in shoes again, which I eventually stopped doing sometime over the course of the last year and a half. Um, I think my students are probably getting used to showing up for class wearing clothing instead of their pajamas. Um, I know they're definitely having to get used to not talking during class. I've never had that problem with students before. This is the first year when students seem to be confused about when class starts. So that's different. But it feels good to have, you know, face to face contact with the students. Uh, Last week, one of them complimented me on my nail polish, which that was nice. Had a trans student approach me after class just to say how cool it was to have uh, a trans lecturer. So that was good too. Those are the things that I really enjoy, and I enjoy teaching too. Um, and I'm acutely aware that this might be the last year that I ever teach because I don't know what I'm going to be doing when my dissertation is done. Um, so it's just teaching this year and working on my dissertation and, thinking about what it is that I have accomplished in the last 6 years, apart from my dissertation, which like four people are ever going to read, me and my three promoters. um, I think like the best thing that I did really in the last 6 years was helping to change the university's policies about transgender students and staff. So now we do have a policy in place at the university to allow people to um, change their name on their documents where it's not a legal document such as their diploma, so you don't have to wait for a legal name change to come through for things that people are going to see, every day or so. That was good, and we've got days off now. Um, as an employee, 20 days over the course of your contract for things related to transition care, not surgery, because that's covered already under other medical provisions, but um, like blood work and therapist appointments and that kind of thing. And for students as well, they can ask for extensions on tasks if necessary. So that feels really good. Um, yeah, I feel like I had, a positive impact at the university, regardless of how this dissertation turns out. Um, so that's great, and been able to be a representative for the trans community at my university. And not just in the sense of like changing policy and stuff, but just, like on the ground teaching class. You can be transgender and not do gender studies. I know a lot of people do, and that's their thing, and that's cool. Um, but I'm glad that I went in the path of doing history, and I think it's good to see that you don't have to be pigeonholed into doing gender studies or, just because you're trans doesn't mean that that should be all of your interests. Um, so, yeah, it's been good. I'm glad to be back at school. like in person. Keeping my fingers crossed that it stays that way. I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, infection rates are going back up again, which is horrible. Um, if we have to go back online, I'm going to be really, really disappointed, to be honest with you. Teaching online is not the same as teaching in person, and it takes a lot more time, in fact. So we'll see. But for the time being, things are good. I'm finally managing to like actually get moving on the writing on my dissertation. I did not get as much done this past summer as I'd hoped because of stress and being ill and accident prone and family drama, problems with the apartment. It was just things that I had to take care of and they had to be done. So, gonna try and keep things clear so that I can get done on time because I know that my promoter is increasingly anxious about that, I guess. Um, but I think things are gonna turn out okay. I'm feeling better. So that was it for this week, and hopefully I will see you soon. No promises about next week, and in the meantime, make good choices. If you haven't been vaccinated, for the love of God, if you can, get vaccinated. This shit's no joke. No joke. And if you're one of my students and you happen to see this and you've got the sniffles or you think you're sick, stay home. All right. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Bye.